Hey everyone, this is Gary with Easy Go Junk Removal. I'm in between jobs, and I do the Facebook search and go to the different pages, etc., and look at people's remarks. And the word entrepreneur just is actually, I'm beginning to hate the word entrepreneur because it's not really what people think. It gives this impression that we are something that we're not, like we're the successful, serial entrepreneur. I'm getting tired of that one too. I mean, if anybody could say they're serial entrepreneur, it would be me, because I've had like 5 different businesses and done well with them. But I don't consider myself a serial uh, entrepreneur or serial anything, except for maybe a serial junk removal guy. And so, what is an entrepreneur, right? It's the guy who takes all the risks, right? It's the guy who stays up late every day, making sure that the schedule's tight, making sure that the monies are channeled where they need to be channeled, whether or not there's enough money to pay for fuel, dump fees, things like that. And you've got to channel these things in. You have to channel the money into a tax savings so you're not stung at the end of the year. All of these things are part of it, but I always love looking at making a business like this. I created Easy Go Junk Removal. Before that, it did not exist. And the first year was really difficult. In fact, I had to supplement my income through working in and for Amazon, a distribution center, meaning I was the one unloading 45-foot trucks and throwing all those packages on the or the whatever they call it, the belt, and throwing them out there. And that was me. That was my job. And I hustled every day, and I worked from 10:30 to 4:30 every night, 5 days a week. And while that was happening, Easy Go was being built and the foundations were being laid. That's also an entrepreneur. It's somebody who is sitting there making something from nothing, making it from an idea. So I took that idea and I ran with it. But it didn't just turn into money. It didn't just turn into, cashola. It took a lot of effort. And a lot of people like that word entrepreneur, but you know what? They don't want to do the work behind it, especially this younger generation. They just don't want to do the work. They think they're entitled to it. Nothing. I promise you, you're entitled to nothing. You're entitled to try. That's what it means, the pursuit of happiness. That's what we are entitled to. We aren't entitled to success. We aren't entitled to the same as everyone else. In fact, my company doesn't do as well, and I like to compare it to Sonoma Strong. They are doing way better. But I don't focus on that. I focus on what I'm doing, and I'm doing better and better and better. And that's the key. What can I do here? If I start looking over there or over there, you know what? That takes me off of focusing on Easy Go. And Easy Go needs to be focused on every day. I wake up in the morning, I do my post, I add my pictures to my GMB, I add my updates. I am busy from the time I get up between 4:30, 5 o'clock every day until I head out the door. I've done so much more work than the average person out there. And that is the truth. You can sit there and wish all you want. You can wish for it or you can work for it. I choose to work for it. I grew up in a time where nothing was given to you and everything had to be earned. And I still look at life that way. And I started with nothing, and this little company is growing, and I'm very proud of it. That's the other thing. Are you proud of what you do? I am proud. I'm a junk guy, man. I'm a Fred Sanford son of a gun, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to haul at a drop of a call. Yeah, that's me. Not everybody's built for being an entrepreneur. First of all, the stress can kill you. I mean, you're putting all the effort in. You are putting all the money in. You are responsible for all your bills. You're responsible for paying your taxes. And the reality is this: no one else is. That's why I hate listening to people saying, "Oh, this guy says, hey, I'm not getting paid enough because he found out how much money you make." Screw them. They didn't take all the risks. It's none of their business. I don't even know how they understand the money, because the bottom line for me is you work for me and you work at my pleasure, number one. Number two is it's none of your business if I'm making bank. I will say this, that I do treat my employees when I have them very well. But that being said, man, I would never put up with somebody saying, "You got to pay me more. You make way too much money." Get the hell out of my business, man. I don't want you putting your nose in that. You don't know. They don't know. They don't know the stress. They don't know going to bed at 12 o'clock trying to get things together because they just don't figure out. They don't understand that. They think you just show up and you're the boss king, right? But that's not the truth. There is so much more to that word. It's responsibility for everything. When they screw up, they're not responsible. You are. I am. That's being the boss king. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I run over the nail? Yeah, I got a flat tire. They don't pay for that. You do. They don't pay for the oil changes. They don't pay for the fuel. They don't pay for the dumps. And you're not in it for charity. You're in it for profit. And these are things that people don't understand. And it really starting to piss me off. I don't know where these people think they're coming from. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base on that because being an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman.